Hi, I'm Phil from Driftworks. These are my friends Craig and Jay. This is a V10 M3, and this is a big old box of awesome that we're about to open. So those of you that have been watching this build series over the course of, well, I don't know what it is now, 2.5, 4 years? 4 years, may be familiar with my quest to build a 10-into-1 exhaust system for it, 10-into-1 headers, manifolds, whatever you want to call them.
Obsession.
I was pretty determined it was going to happen. It's taken 2.5 years, but the time is now. This, in theory, this box here contains my dream for the V10 S85
dreams
engine.
in a box.
My dreams in a box.
Well, it looks like the Ark from Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it
So
does,
people's
doesn't it?
heads start melting off.
I mean, you know when you get like, I mean, how posh is that?
It is, I can't believe the box. So, I mean, if the box is anything to go by, what's it going to look on the inside, like on the inside? I think that you...
Get the drill out. Let's
Get
have
a
a look.
hammer.
Yeah.
Let's go straight through it.
Yeah.
So, all that I've seen is the same sneak peek picture that I posted on my Instagram, which I'll put here. All I've seen is that, obviously, I've been part of the design process and all of the 3D work and everything all the way through. But in terms of actual metal, that's the only thing that I've seen. So this is a genuine first opening. Let's just get to it.
Supposedly it's built in there.
I think so. I think that it's
We're not
assembled.
just going to open it to a pile of pipes.
Well, they're numbered.
You get the drill. Get unscrewing.
Okay.
I'm going to stay behind the camera and watch.
What, in case someone's head starts melting?
How many people won't get what you're talking about? That's the thing.
Well, there'll be children then. won't
Exactly. The youth, they don't know about no Indiana Jones.
there? Oh.
Time lapse initiated. And I'm going to get you to take the camera actually when the lid comes off. But
Yeah. So we can capture your reaction.
yeah, I'm not going to cry though.
No, yeah, you haven't seen it.
Have you not actually seen them yet?
I have not seen it at all. No, nothing. And I really like the way they went about it. They've spent a lot of time photographing this, and I think they've possibly done videos as well, but they've shown me absolutely nothing. And that's why we thought we'd actually do a decent job for once. We've got real lights and everything going on here, just to sort of do this justice. It's been such a long time in the making.
Right. Breathe in.
It's ready, I think. It's a bit of tape here, but I think we can just... No.
There's pipes in there, I just saw them. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's quite something. It's like a braid.
God.
Even got 3D printed dummy engine.
Oh my God.
That just needs to be a coffee table.
A €20,000 coffee table.
What a deal.
Oh my God. That looks
Well, it's-
absolutely spectacular.
Fantastically symmetrical.
Well, considering the banks are offset as well, there was so much work that's gone into that. Obviously, banks are always offset in V engines, but
Look at the
the little plaque that they've
plaque
made.
on the front.
Is that to view straight through the grill, yeah?
It's
You'd have to
essentially, I'm not sure I've told you this.
You'd have to
yet,
put a hole in the
No,
bottom.
you've
so-
got-
This is getting cut out here.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so we've got to do some bracing, and this essentially goes through here a little bit, but it was all part of making this trunk, if you
I
like.
mean, I've made a lot of headers in my time, but you've got to have, you know, when you see something like that, that's hard work. Absolute.
And read this bit as well.
Yeah.
Read this bit. So,
True equal length.
so genuinely, I think he said to the millimetre,
Right.
exactly equal length. Every pulse will travel the same amount of time, distance, to get to this collector here.
Oh, hang on.
Hang on,
Have a look at this, Jay. You've even got a little spring pull, and the gasket's all clipped into the box.
Oh, that's the third set of gaskets you bought.
And
You know how cheap they are?
look at this with a little Even like.
Oh yes, oh yes. This is what we're talking about.
It's sort of stepping the game up a bit, that is, isn't it?
I was really worried throughout this whole process because Celeritech, I could tell he was taking so much pride in every part of this process, and all I was thinking was along the way was, oh, this is going to be like way too good for all the work that we've already done to this car. We're going to end up redoing
go back
stuff.
and do, yeah.
No, let's not.
I don't think we will, but you know, it does make me think like that is so beautiful. Should just be vapor blasted, but no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
We lifting it out.
Oh, I think they have to, but is that?
How attached is it?
That should just pop up, shouldn't it?
Hang on.
You got one more.
It's got a little widget.
It's about the fanciest packaging I've ever seen in my life, by a long way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's different size tools a bit.
The box of them's on the table there.
That's all right.
Got it?
I've just butchered it nice.
Yeah. So this now come up like that. And that's our gaskets, which obviously these had to be factored into the entire design as well. And I guess that's bolted down there, isn't it?
Just lift out by the looks of it.
Maybe.
Oof. Careful.
Careful now.
I'm trying.
Can we just kick the side out?
I mean, there we go.
Don't drop it. Put the lid back on, maybe.
Yeah, I suppose if we
We'll
just
get lid.
got that, yeah?
Yeah.
Put the lid back on here. What's that?
Certainly quite a thing, isn't it?
Absolutely mental. Any fans of Geiger?
That put it upside down
To
might
put
be
it there, actually. That sort of demonstrates how it fits really nicely.
Even gives you the specs and dimensions. And
Yeah.
I have to start doing that in mine, wouldn't
We're going to write it on with the biro.
I? I've got a marker pen.
Just burn it on afterwards.
So, yeah. It looks like it's going to be something to fit as well, doesn't it? Because we've got to take all of the individual runners out to be able to fit them as well, and then got to get them into the slips on the collector here. But look at this poshness in here as well. All of the springs
Can't wait to put those on.
inside.
I mean, this is where it's really tight along the. I mean, I don't think it's hard to look at there and think, oh, well, that just goes on there. But
Yeah.
look down in here. That's all going to come through here.
Yeah.
It really is. Quite ridiculous. I mean, if it fits,
That's the.
you know, I mean, hands off to them, because that is such a tight space. It's incredible.
Can't even begin to explain how much time has been put into this in terms of the design process and coming back and forward with me. Absolutely superb company to deal with. We've obviously got to get it fitted, but like, he's absolutely adamant this is just going to just fit on, which is absolutely mental, considering it was Jay and I spent a day and a half rolling around on the floor taking pictures.
We did, yeah.
Not even like a laser scan, it's all done from photogrammetry, from pictures. to then build up the 3D model. And then design this, and how many revisions we went through and discussions between Chab and myself about what we wanted it to do, how we wanted it to look, and my priorities are different to everybody else's. A lot of people with exhaust.
AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave him a list of, in order of what was important, and a lot of people would be like, well, it's an exhaust manifold, so power's got to be the most important thing. Not for me. First most important thing is sound, second is looks, because if I lost 10 horsepower here or there on this, which I'm not going to do, I don't care, because it's so overpowered for the chassis anyway. The engine's so good, I wouldn't care at all. So, but throughout every stage of that, he's just absolutely nailed it visually at the very least. And sort of, you look at the welds on this as well.
Oh, little zoom in, shall we?
I mean,
All people who moaning 304 stainless.
yeah, I know. Can't use that.
What's wrong with that?
Well, 316 is supposedly better, but everyone's like, I think 304 is probably a little bit more durable. Everyone's got their own opinion on, you've got to do this and got to do that, but I'm sure they know exactly what they're doing and what to use.
Yeah, it was my choice, sir. Like, I could have anything that I wanted, but obviously with every single decision made, it adds more to the price. And this was not an insignificant sum of money to put together. Obviously partnered with them, and they've really helped me out massively. But yeah, this is, in terms of manifolds, even taking into account the GT1 headers on the Lamborghini, etc. This is right up there in terms of cost, as you can probably imagine. And it's a little bit different to the original.
That was our original 10-into-1, wasn't it?
That's still nicely made.
Yeah.
Collectors and everything.
To be fair, that was a fortune, wasn't it? Those two collectors.
I mean, these 5-into-1s here that are now going to be for sale, slightly modified. I guess this was my original concept, and it's not a million miles away from this in terms of the routing. It was always my plan to sort of come over the rock covers there and sort of keep it wide where possible. But obviously the fact that it's not only completely true equal length, but everything here is here for a reason, not only to get that length, but also visual, to make it look as mental as this does. Yeah, it's ever so slightly different.
Changing the front plugs is going to be fun, isn't it?
I think there might be some extra heat protection going on in a few little places.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. Like obviously I could get this ceramic coated and make, as we know, on the Lamborghini made a massive difference to that in terms of heat. But I think it just takes away so much of the beauty.
We will scratch it as well.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah, we did even that, and that's buried into the engine bay, isn't it? So it's less of a problem to scratch it. But yeah, I'd really rather keep this raw material if I can, because it just looks phenomenal.
I think you just got to leave it bare. It's so nice.
Like I say, it's all measured very carefully, obviously, but there will be places where it's quite close to certain sensors. So maybe we'll just add a little bit of heat shielding to that particular area. I just can't believe that this is a car part. It's a car part.
It's something all right, isn't it? Sculpture.
As it is. It's literally art, isn't it? It really is.
If you look at like the old F1 headers, like the things that shows that, they're obviously lovely made that, but the way these are intertwined to get the length and everything right is impressive.
Yeah.
And you could just hang that on the wall.
You absolutely could, couldn't you? It is, if you were a very, very rich man, that would be a pretty decent centerpiece to have in your house. But yeah, for now, I'm probably going to just try fitting it to the other bits of metal. I cannot wait to hear the bloody thing as well once we've got it fitted, because I think the car already sounded spectacular. I just wanted to sort of one-up things a little bit. and it escalated a little bit, which is very unusual for any of my projects.
Did they make this?
Yeah, so this is a jig bit they build it off, and we made these. This is Martin's work.
This is the first of the right hands off the machine. And this is the tube side and the location that the tube will sit into. And then the other side is the shape from the cylinder head and the transition from one to the other. You can just about see the machining in there.
As I say, Celeritech were very happy with.
It's nice to see them welded on.
Yeah, we had them for years, because this was my concept was at least 2.5 years ago, wasn't it, to do this? I think.
Yeah,
probably a bit more than that.
It's probably more while COVID was
metal, is
2
it?
years almost, wasn't it?
No, plastic.
Just 3D printed. Isn't it?
Yeah, I just wondered if it was printed metal.
And yeah,
I mean, the fit up to get these welds like that is just proper fit up.
I'm going to have to just go around this and do some B-roll, I think, because it's absolutely stunning, every part of it. So yeah, you don't get massively too excited about
See you in a year.
instant progress on the V10 M3. We have a lot to do before, even if we were to just fit this, the car wouldn't start. We're nowhere near really starting. We've got loads left to do on it. But talk about an incentive to G me up to, get back on it. We've been massively distracted with the other cars, with the 964 Turbo, Lamborghini, etc., etc.
Corolla.
Corolla. Yeah. The time for this completion is nearly here, but do bear with us, because we do have real jobs, or I have a real job as well. Jay is employed to do this stuff for me, but we also actually do more important stuff for the shop from time to time as well. So yeah, we'll fit this in when we can, but yeah, definitely watch this space. And massive thank you to Celeritech for working with me, for being game to take on a project with a really silly project, if you like, a really daft fun thing, with somebody who is extremely particular. And I feel like, he's my equal, if not more, in terms of being over the top and fastidious about stuff. Celeritech have been off the charts, brilliant with this whole thing, and it's been really enjoyable up to this stage. The enjoyment of actually fitting this remains to be seen, but yeah, we'll keep you up to date anyway. Thank you very much for watching, as always. Thanks for subscribing, and as always, if you feel like funding the idiocy of everything that we do with cars, please buy from the Driftworks shop. It's always very much appreciated. So yeah, we'll see you next time, guys.